Global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to Global Happiness Today YouTube channel. Gradually, Nigerians are beginning to understand or grasp the situation at hand, where whatever votes that has taken place during the elections, where INEC is the umpire of the electoral body, it really doesn't really hold much water. The tribunal decides eventually who will take the day. Even if the voters have voted in, max you stay in maybe 3 to 4 months. When the matter gets to the tribunal, the real winner or the real person that ought to take the day will eventually come in. Most Nigerians are calling it now a democracy, not by the people now, but by the judiciary, for the judiciary, as times and events are unfolding. But very quickly, another event is happening in Kano State. They're sacking a lot of lawmakers now. APC are gradually fixing in, but you're going to find out what happened actually. Then, of course, some places PDP is also taking the day. Labour Party are losing their grounds, and INEC official, one of the INEC officials, who is now saying something very unique. We're going to find out what it is. Nigerians are gradually looking in, and it's getting worrisome. But before going to the newspaper, kindly subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button. Beside it, you see a notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as you update our channel on YouTube. Let's start by what took place some few hours ago in Kano State. Then, of course, we look at what a senior staff member of the Independent Natural Electoral Commission has got to say. Now, the National and State House of Assembly Election Petition Tribunal sitting in Kano State as of Sunday nullified the election of Yusuf Umar Dati, the new Nigerian People's Party candidate for the Kurama Dubi Garon Malam Federal Constituency. This one is again on Sunday. Things are happening on Sundays. So now the tribunal, headed by Justice Flora Ngozi Azigbe, voided Yusuf's election over his failure to resign from his lecturing job at Bayero University, Kano, within 30 days before the election. Justice Azigbe also held that Dati could not convince the tribunal that he was a member of the NNPP. Following the decision, the tribunal declared Musa Iyasu Kwangwaso of the All Progressive Congress as the rightful winner of the election. Kwangwaso was a commissioner for rural development during the administration of former governor Abdullahi Ganduje in Kano State. Now, of course, let's find out very quickly, we are wrapping this very quickly, what happened in Enugu State, where a senior staff member of INEC is now reacting. Now, a senior staff member of the Independent National Electoral Commission in Enugu State, during the weekend, of course, told our respondent that he is no more bold. He's no more bold enough to disclose that he's working for the nation's electoral body. Now, the computer guru, who identified himself as Just Samson, said it was his mother that warned him to always be vigilant to avoid being hurt by aggrieved Nigerians. Now, according to him, the outcome of the 2023 general elections would continue to paint the image of INEC black for a long time. He said, and I quote him word for word, "I didn't take my mother's statement seriously until I was humiliated at a drinking joint around Ogoi Road in Enugu yesterday. Someone was shaking hands and asking us to introduce ourselves. It was in a relaxed environment. When I told him I work for INEC, he refused to shake my hand so. His mood just changed. He said I was among those that put Nigeria in depression. I now talk less, especially when I'm with strange people." Samson said he later asked his mother what she meant in telling him to be careful. Now, according to him, she said people believed that their vote would count with the way INEC promoted the electronic transmission of results. But INEC went ahead to announce results without the electronic transmission and asked aggrieved parties to go to court to spend their hard-earned money. Now, aside the Nigerian police, I think INEC is the next institution that has attracted people's wrath to itself and to its staff members. If justice is seen to have been destroyed, INEC will still be seen as the architect of the nation's electoral system. I must say that the blame should also go to the politicians and Nigeria's law enforcement agency. if they didn't aid whatever happened, it would not have aggravated to this extent. Again, many INEC workers lost their lives or got injured by refusing to bend. Some were forced to obey wrong orders by their supervisor and by their superior, and also to save their lives. Nigerians have been reacting to this, but let's quickly look at the reactions of Nigerians, of course, to the sacking of NNPP. No, NNPP were serious, just like Labour Party. NNPP was seriously rejoicing in Kano, where a lot of people believe that Ganduje was unable to deliver his own, but Kwangwaso delivered the governor, and as well some of the rep. In fact, a lot of seats were won by NNPP, just like Labour Party did in Enugu. In Abia to have quite a number of Labour Party House of Rep members, State House of Assembly members. But this time around, Nigerians are reacting very seriously, and it's getting really interesting because as the months unfold, as the days unfold, there will be sacking and reinstatement and reinstatement and sacking. So anybody who is sitting on the seat, don't be too relaxed. So the verdict can come and upturn everything. If you have taken 2 months' salary of your constituency, just enjoy it, because the rightful owner will eventually come. We don't know who the rightful owner is, but Nigerians are generally watching. Let's feel the pulse of Nigerians very quickly. And that person says, okay. And that person here says, the APC candidate who brought the suit isn't a member of NNPP, hence lacks the locus to say who's a member or not, based on the last ruling of the tribunal. That's true. Tribunal says it's nobody's business what happens in other people's party. Mind your business. That's what the PEPC tribunal said. So I'm surprised that the APC is coming to put chook mouth in NNPP matter, saying that he was not a member before he came. What did the tribunal say? PEPC. We heard it loud and clear over 13 hours or so, and they said you don't have the right. That's party politics. So Mbonum APC member, what is your concern that NNPP decided to bring how they run their parties? Is it your concern? Based on tribunal ruling, I just hope at the end of the day there won't be a contradictory ruling from here to there. At the end of the begin to wonder which one again is our constitution again. Because it looks like the one they heard on Sunday in Nasarawa is slightly different from. So which of them is the constitution? Probably getting there. But let's continue what Nigerians are saying. This one here says, what? The APC candidate who brought the suit isn't a member of NNPP, hence lack the locus to say who is a member or not. Non-resignation before contesting should also be a pre-election matter outside the purview of a tribunal. You can imagine. Nigerians are becoming judges. So if we are understanding this tribunal, did you hear what they said? These are the things they discussed very strongly in the PEPC tribunal. So based on this, if I were this NNPP guy, go and collect back your mandate. Based on what these are pre-election issues. It shouldn't come out. It's pre-election issues. So we can play this game. Nigerians are becoming to understand the dynamics of this constitution and politics, and they are playing it very well. Now, by the time we are through, a lot of people will become senior advocate of Nigeria by themselves, without, of course, going through the law school, because we understand. Honestly, this whole thing about Peter Obi has made Nigerians become very enlightened with the constitution in Nigeria. And that person here says, the same tribunal at the PEPC said that Chetima's double nomination, who already bought a senatorial form before he was nominated as a vice presidential candidate, was a mistake. This one should also be ruled as a mistake because it's the same electoral law. But all of us understand this thing. Let's be